Hi, I'm Donny Epstein. I'm going to share with you something that absolutely seems impossible, improbable, makes no sense, and I promise you know it's real. There's a calling you had for more. You know there's more than just you and someone else. There's something else that happens in the space between you when you seem to disappear and something else happens. Whether you're creating something in business or a magical moment in health or in relationship, an intimate moment, something happens where everything disappears and something else takes over. That's what's real. What if you did not have to have breakdown and pain and suffering to finally build up enough energy to explode, going past old patterns, and you could just simply know in a moment? If you take the darkest of memories, the darkest of fears, you take the darkest of ideas, the darkest of experiences, put them in the middle of the room and turn the light on, what happens? They're not there anymore. What happens if you don't measure progress by effort? What if progress is the instantaneous, effortless result that lights you and another person up, and the magic happens beyond you? You think your money comes from your business plan? You think the love comes from following your list on how to have a relationship? Or awakening is following ritual practices to try to elevate your consciousness? It's never worked. The moment the right energy happens, coherent energy, like a laser with a AAA battery could go up to a satellite. What if you shown that coherent energy to activate the creation's codes that manifest our bodies, our emotions, our relationships, and everyone who has to come into your life exactly at the right moment? What if you could activate that? Then suddenly a new world is there in a moment. That's unreasonable, and it's necessary. There's a secret to this. We do not see the world as it is. We see it as we are, and we are light. We are energy, and we are light. Even the greatest darkness cannot extinguish the light of a single candle. Yet, as Dickens said, these are the best of times and the worst of times. They're both dependent upon how much energy you have to access creation's codes, to manifest different emotions, different thoughts, different ideas, and a different reality. Picasso said that all creation first requires destruction. That's what's happening in the world because we're using an old way of using energy and information. We have to break something down to liberate energy and information to get someplace else. We don't have to be wounded to get to greatness. There's been enough wounding in the world, and since we're all one person's wounding is everyone's wounding. One person's light is all of our light. I can show you the recipe for that. It's called alchemy. Well, space is the final frontier, Jim Kirk said. What does that mean? What is the interpersonal space between us? It's the field. It's the cloud. We have access to all the information, all of creation. What's necessary is enough energy to organize it and realize that none of us are enough what is needed, but the energy of creation is. We have access to that as a pragmatic way in business, in intimacy, in relationship, and health. Suddenly, you have your recipe for how you focus attention and how it affects the field and how that affects everyone else. I invite you, I beg you, I implore you to recognize that what's going on in the world is the natural way. When you want to bind energy, you have to use force or violence to liberate it, because everything's moving towards sharing energy, sharing information, no longer the control we had before, where each of us can do what spiritual masters have spoken about without hours of practice, just knowing your personal recipe for accessing this energy. I've been practicing this. I've been utilizing, teaching people this alchemy, and it's beyond comprehension. As soon as you focus your attention on someone, the type of energy you use in your recipe determines whether they're blessed or they're cursed, with whatever you focus your attention upon in your business, your health, impacting humanity. So it makes sense right now. There's a breakdown of our environment, our culture, our societies, the finances, everything is collapsing to liberate energy. And if we realize we have access, the abundance of energy, it doesn't have to collapse. Suddenly, the new is right there. I apologize if it could be so effortless. I apologize if it divides everyone else's stories, but I will not apologize for the energy that's here now, available for all of us, so that we can shift everyone and everything by actually being the change must happen in the world, because that's what we're made for. You know you're made for more, and you know the pain is when we haven't been manifesting it. And the joy is collectively having access to the magic of creation. This has been my passion through my life and my greatest gift. How I have created and how I help others create and manifest. I invite you to allow me to be your mentor for a year in manifesting with the force of creation for a new world where we wake up and one candle lights another and another. And it's a gift that keeps on giving.